Welcome, everybody, to episode 13 of the Creatures Comedy Podcast. We've got another Australian special guest on this podcast coming through doing the weekend here. Can you please make some... I'm treating it like a comedy club. I'm like, please make some noise. Just welcome Neel Kolhatkar.
Hell yeah. Thank you, guys. Good to be here.
Yeah, man. I know.
Come on, make some noise.
Just being on this stage.
You can do better than that. Make some noise.
Come on, everybody.
It's a habit. I can't help it.
I know, and being on like the show stage too is definitely one of those things where it's like I'm used to there being an audience to play to.
Yeah. Introducing any kind of comedian, it's so ingrained that you're going to be like, guys, you're going to love this guy.
100%.
He's one of my best friends. They never are.
Sometimes they are.
Yeah, sometimes they are. Do you know, I remember really early on in my career, you know Ben Elwood, famous Sydney comedian. I was emceeing this really good gig in Sydney, and I was young, and I was a bit nervous. I was doing all right, and then I was like, guys, welcome to stage. Your next act is one of my good friends, Ben Elwood. And then for the first 3 minutes, he just ripped into me, being like, we've never hung out outside of comedy.
No.
I'm not your friend. Pretty savage, but yeah, I probably deserve that.
And it probably went well, too.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Now I'd say we're acquaintances.
Okay, so you
I still wouldn't say we're friends.
After that,
how can I be friends with someone like that?
Yeah. Fair.
Well, I respected it, but also like I respected it too much that it wouldn't be a level playing field as a friendship.
Yeah, you could never go back from him roasting you that
much.
Yeah,
he's the alpha now, so yeah.
He's fully made you a cuck. You had to sit there and watch.
Yeah.
You had to take it while he's on
forever,
stage.
yeah.
And then you had to go back up and just take the mic back off him.
Yeah.
Well, that was not my friend.
Pretty much, yeah. I didn't have a good comeback or anything.
No? You had his entire set to think of a comeback, and you just went up and just took it?
I took it, man. Look, man, I was 2 years in. I was probably 21. He was an established Sydney club killer.
Yeah.
And I just took it. I took it like a bitch.
Dude, there's so many like taking it like a bitch stories from when you first start.
Yeah, do you have any?
Dude, I remember one of the first shows I ever started, it was at a hostel in Toronto.
Yeah. And
I was super excited. I'm hosting a hostel show. There's always a crowd. It's internationals. And there was this one guy, and this is why I'd never do a hostel show. Like, I'd never run, like, obviously I'm way behind that, but don't ever do one as advice. There was a guy who started heckling. But he had already become friends with the entire audience because they're staying together and they're all friends.
Oh.
So I'm trying to do comedy and he's just cooking me. And then it got to a point where he's like, just give me the mic. So I was like, oh yeah, you think you could do this? So I give him the mic. And now he takes the mic and he's cooking. He's killing on stage. And I'm now sitting down with all the comics and they're like, why did you give him the mic? And now we're all watching this guy just do a show and I'm trying to light him. He doesn't know what's up.
Dude.
I had to like go wrestle the microphone back off of him. It was
so that he actually lived every heckler's dream.
Oh yeah. Oh, he completely owned me. I think at one point he even put the microphone cord around my neck.
Oh.
Yeah, like it got weird. Yeah.
Fuck. So he not just comedically, he physically alpha dogged you that
he physically alpha dogged me. Dude, I'm having flashbacks. I tried to suppress that. You pulled that out of me. That's weird.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
How are we 3 minutes into a podcast
it's something
and this is a therapy session?
It's one of those, repressed early comedy memories that we have to deal with.
Yeah, man.
We have to face head on and do a bit of mushrooms and accept that, these things happen.
Are you doing the hallucinogens? Are you microdosing?
I've done them, but I wouldn't say I'm doing them.
Yeah. You're not currently on them.
No, I'm not. I'm sober right now. I'm just on the liquid death.
Yeah, you got the bubbles in the water. That's as far as you're going for
me. Yeah,
3:30 on a Saturday.
A bit of that carbon in the brain makes me slightly more creative.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, you're all the way in the UK from Australia. How are you enjoying it? This is your second time, right? It's
so good to be somewhere where you're actually respected as a comedian.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Okay, you say that, but like, you're so respected as a comic.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to undersell myself either. But
okay, let me just give you your flowers as you definitely 100% deserve them. Dude, being in Sydney and being like stuck there during the pandemic, like you're one of the guys. You were running your show every week and building up, Untamed, right?
Yeah, Comedy Untamed, yeah.
Dude, Comedy Untamed, and like, dude, people were coming out for you. You have that whole massive
I've
energy.
got an Australian social media audience, and it's been awesome. And that's been able to sell a lot of shows throughout the years.
Yeah, man.
But I'm talking about just like as a club. I think there's like a big separation between club comedy and comedians with a profile in Australia.
Okay.
And there's not a lot of comedians with a big profile, particularly on social media, that will, they'll come to the clubs every now and then. But I don't know if they really respect the clubs the way they do here in the US.
Okay, I just think that...
I also think what I meant by when I said it's good to be somewhere where you're respected as a comedian, I just think audiences here are very comedy savvy and really want to hear what you have to say. And, they're not going to laugh at you. They're laughing with you, and that's nice.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. I haven't done Manchester, though. I could be wrong and...
No, man.
Get punched in the face.
It is surreal. I just got back from doing the tour with Frenchie, right? Mm-hmm. So doing Canada again after like so many years, and like doing like a sample, right? Like doing like Vancouver, Ottawa, Toronto, and just doing like a bit of like the whole country. Not saying that that's the whole country, but like, a couple of cities. You realize like, oh man, like they don't need comedy. They like going to comedy. They don't need it. And in the UK, it feels like they need it.
Yeah, go on.
Well, like, it's so fucking depressing here, dude.
And not in Canada?
No, like...
Because most people who say it's depressing here just talk about the weather, right? Come on, Canadian weather is not exactly something.
Don't you fucking come at my weather,
dude.
Bro. Don't you come at... I will defend Canadian weather till the end of days.
3 days above 20 degrees.
What? Have you been to Canada?
I've never been to Canada.
See, this is what it is.
All I know is Canada's cold, right?
Nah, bro. Our marketing is off.
Is Canada not... The weather in Canada is not similar to here?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Here is bad. So here... Okay. Let's explain it this way.
Sorry, Canada. I didn't realize you had a summer.
Dude, you gotta come visit. We have a summer.
I went to Montreal once.
Yeah.
When I was 18, and I went during the Montreal Just for Laughs.
Summertime.
Yeah, it was warm. It was pretty warm, but I forgot about that.
You forgot about the lived experience that you have.
Another suppressed memory, but
yeah.
No, because I went there during the French-speaking portion of the festival. So I was like, I can't see a single show.
Well, that's another misconception, right? Is people think Just for Laughs is just that like 10 to 2 weeks of English. It's a full month-long festival, kind of like Melbourne, but the whole month is French and only 2 weeks of it is English.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, man. The more you know.
So I didn't even go during the French portion. It's a French festival.
Yeah, it's a French festival, and then there's like an English 2 weeks that are attached to that.
How do you say that? Le Festival du Comédie?
Juste pour rire?
Juste pour rire.
Yeah, Just for Laughs.
Ah, oui.
But yeah, in the summertime, we get like months of like, at least like June, July, August is like 30, teetering on 40 degrees sometimes.
I'm sorry, Canada. I don't know where I got this idea from. I just assume because it's geographically so north.
Not as north as here.
Yeah, okay. I bet if you live in those... Does anyone live in those little islands up the top?
Yeah, like a couple hundred.
Okay.
But like if you do a line and go like Toronto and cut across, you're like in Spain, bro. But we don't get Spanish
weather.
I'm
sorry, I've been clearly proven that I'm ignorant about Canadian weather.
No, it's all good. This is like my favorite thing to talk about.
I don't know why. I just thought, Canada, it's cold, man. It snows.
So in the winter, it does get cold.
Yeah,
and it gets like dangerous cold. It gets like kill your homeless people cold.
Okay, so there's two extremes.
Oh yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
So the UK will go like this, where like in the summer it'll go up to 30 some days, but mostly like 20. But in the winter it'll like teeter around like -3 to 5, max like 10 on the really, really cold days. And like it stays within that kind of threshold.
-3 to 5. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
It's not what? -3 or 5?
Yeah, so that's brutal.
Oh baby. No, so in Canada it gets like -40, -50 with wind chill.
Are you talking like Fahrenheit here or
Celsius?
-40.
Yeah. Yeah, degrees Celsius, bro.
Right. That can't be right.
That's 100% right. Do you need me to pull it up on ChatGPT right now?
I guess I've already proven that I'm ignorant about Canadian. I just can't wrap my head around the fact that you're above 30 in the summer and -40 in the winter.
So +40, -40, for sure. I remember leaving Canada when it's -40, flying to go do Australian festivals, and it being +40, and I feel like...
You got some severe non-binary weather.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But dude, it's way better. I prefer that than like -5.
-40 is better than -5.
100%. Swear. On my days.
Why?
Because first off, you dress appropriately. You wear gloves. You have like a shirt, a sweater, a jacket.
You'd wear that in -5, I feel.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a bitch.
Sure. But like...
I'm not genetically built for cold weather.
Fair enough.
You know, this is not the body that's made for cold weather. This is the body that's made for famines in searing heat.
Exposure therapy, baby. Get in it.
Yeah, I got to do the cold plunges.
But the thing that's nice is like in Canada, the snow, there's activities. Okay. So you can go snowboarding. You can like go ice skating. You can like build snowmen. Like there's so many things to do, and the sun bounces off the snow, so it's extra bright, so it's more vitamin D. Whereas here, it's gray.
I feel like that's cope, man.
It's cope?
That's cope.
Oh,
like your cope. You know what? You know cope?
Like coping with it?
Yeah, man. Like it's -40, but hey, the sun bounces off the snow.
Yeah, man.
That's all right. You still get the warmth.
Dude, it's beautiful. I'll show you pictures, dude. It's amazing. Like, given
Okay.
there's like horrible days when you have to like walk to work and you're walking in like a foot of slush and you don't have your boots on.
I feel like it would be one of those things where, yeah, for a week, it would be like, this is so cool. Look at all the snow. Oh, I've never lived in a place like this. And then after a week, you'd think,
of course,
I want the sun.
That's not my argument. My argument is that I would take that over being here, being drenched in rain and wet and cold, and everything is damp and
right.
getting
So
in your bones.
does it not rain a lot in Canada?
In the winter, it precipitates.
Sure. And then
it snows.
And it snows.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
sorry, this is supposed to be a comedy podcast,
yeah,
and I'm really fucking hyped on this, bro.
You are very passionate about defending the Canadian weather.
Dude, just turn me on any subject. I'll be passionate about it. I'm in a good mood.
Okay. What else would you defend vociferously about Canada?
We've got some of the best comics in the world.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's make it about comedy. Okay. I think comedy is one of our greatest exports. I think...
Shout out Ryan Long.
Yeah, baby. Ryan Long.
He's mad, yeah.
Yeah, it's so sick. Dude, I was there like when Ryan Long started. Because he used to be in a ska band back in the day.
Yeah, he told me, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember him. I used to listen to the Johnstones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then he started doing comedy. I'm like, you're the drummer of the Johnstones? Like, fuck yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, he's mad. Who else you got?
Like in general? Comedians?
Yeah. I don't know who's Canadian.
Russell Peters.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Russell Peters, Jim Carrey,
that
Mike
is
Myers.
Embarrassing as a brown guy.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds, Seth Rogen, Jim Carrey, John Candy, Eugene Levy.
There's somewhere in the back of my mind where I remember they're Canadian, but I forget to...
So that's the thing with Canada, right? And it kind of sucks because
They don't rep Canada enough. You know how like Aussie celebrities really like, yeah, mate, how you going? I'm Aussie.
Well, it's their accent.
Yeah, I know, but they amplify it, and they're always, in fact, too much. They're like the Aussie celebrity, whereas
like who?
I don't think. Well, you know, the Hemsworth brothers, Margot Robbie,
yeah,
Russell Crowe, James McCann now in the comedy scene. They're like the Aussie. Being Aussie is a major part of their identity. Whereas I don't think those guys really rep being Canadian a lot.
I think it's tough. I think it's really tough because if we had a different accent.
Sure.
Like, because we have generic TV accent.
Yeah. But then wouldn't it still be like a cool point of difference to be like, hey guys, I'm Canadian. I rep Canada. Here's the flag.
Like, I get
Do you guys have like people, you know how in Australia there's bogans?
Yeah.
That rep the flag, have the Southern Cross tattoo. What's the Canadian version of that?
Oh, like truckers?
Okay, truckers.
Like, there's so much, man, because it's such like a vast country. So in like the middle of the country, like Alberta, that's like our Texas.
Yeah, okay, sick.
So we have like the good old boys.
Do they have the maple leaf tattoo?
Oh, people got maple leaf tattoos.
Nice.
But
You play ice hockey?
for sure play ice hockey. I don't think it's only recently where like a maple leaf tattoo is considered like a Southern Cross tattoo.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that's only since like the pandemic. And I think it's the rise of Trump that's really radicalized a lot of people in Canada. Whereas before that,
But then didn't Trudeau like close their bank accounts or something?
yeah, he did.
I don't know. I never know what's fake news or not.
Yeah,
but
he
that sounded like it was actually real because it was coming from a lot of sources.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, man.
Oh,
That would radicalize me if my bank account was closed by
Yeah.
the Prime Minister. But the funny thing is, it was like what was his name? Pierre Poilievre. He was pretty much on the brink of winning the election. And then Trump, what did he do? He's like, we're going to take Canada as the 51st state. Boom, lost it.
Yeah, lost everything. No, everybody's leaving him.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost.
Do people like that new guy? What's his name?
Mark Carney?
Carney, yeah.
Yeah, people are still split. People just don't like politicians, don't trust politicians.
Sure. Okay.
So they're not going to like anybody.
Yeah.
And then I think for the most part, the consensus is that he knows what he's doing. He's a business person. He's not a politician. So he's trying to make good business decisions for Canada.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is a comedy podcast.
Yeah. Getting sidetracked.
It's all good, man. What's been your favorite gig that you've done so far out here?
Oh, I can't go past Top Secret, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Such a good club.
Yeah.
Dude, I did that 10 years ago when it was just the downstairs room. Have you done it?
Mm-hmm.
So it was just the downstairs room there in Drury Lane. And then came back a few years later. He's got the upstairs. Then he's got the one in Kingsway. And he's got multiple shows on the Friday and the Saturday.
And one in New York now.
He's about to open one in New York. And there's comedians are now saying this might be the best club in the world.
Wow.
And I haven't done the American ones. It'd be pretty hard to sort of put it past the Cellar or the Mothership now and things like that. But man, it's just such a good club. It's just like 300 people underground, just heaving energy. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And a comedy savvy crowd. Really, you really feel like a rock star. It really feels like some kind of cool underground, a little bit grungy, but also a little bit commercial and fun. A good mix. Just sick. Just so much fun.
Nice, man.
Yeah, and so I hosted that last night, which was really cool.
I know. I loved seeing that. Like, I saw the post of Andrew Hamilton, and then you, and then
there were 4 Australians
four
on.
Australians?
There was not a single English person on.
Love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
Who were the other Aussies?
It was me, Andrew, Ray Badrin, and Thomas Green.
Nice.
And then 2 Canadians, actually.
Yep.
And 1 Indian.
Look at that, man.
I know.
Fuck the British.
Yeah, man. That's why they're voting reform.
Yeah, exactly.
We're taking the job.
Sure, like, this podcast as well is like not that many British people. And even on the shows, dude, it's just so many touring comics coming through. And it's like...
It seems like there's quite a lot of Canadian comics that come out this way.
So, again, since the pandemic, there's been a lot more of an influx of comics coming here than America.
Yeah, why is that?
Because America's fucked, bro.
Oh, yeah. But it always was.
No, there's a difference, dude. Because, like, the way they're deporting people, the way that, like...
That's more in the last year, though, isn't it? Was that happening in 2021 and 2?
Well, you had the pandemic, and then there was, like, you know, the delay of people wanting to go there.
Is Canada a bit like Australia, where a lot of comedians feel like they get to a certain point, they're like, I gotta go to either America or the UK?
Yeah, if you want, I can break it down for you, because...
Yeah, I'm curious, man.
Yeah, so you can't really be successful in Canada unless you're a French comic. We have 2 scenes.
Really?
So in Quebec, that's our French part of the country, you have celebrities, people making millions doing comedy. And it's great because it's so insular, right? We have TV programs, we have movies, everything's generated like a really good friggin' art scene. But the rest of Canada, we are so diluted by American things. And they come up and they film everything up in Canada. So even the stuff that we're watching that's American is filmed in Canada. So it's more Canadian than it is even American. But it's...
So this, like TV shows and specials?
TV shows and movies, yeah.
Okay. Is that because the government gives incentives?
Yeah.
Yeah, same as Australia,
So it's cheaper for them to come up and film. So you have like Canadians playing like little bit parts and stuff, but never like the main actor.
And I suppose, New York is so close.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? How long is the flight from Toronto to New York?
A couple hours, but like it's a 10-hour drive or something.
Right. Yeah. So.
But then if you're a comic, you can get so big doing clubs, but there's not this like respect of comedy. Everybody's kind of had to get to a point and then just leave to the States, and you have to start all over again.
Interesting, because what's the population of Canada?
10 more million than you.
Oh, really? I thought it was more than that. Okay, yeah, makes sense then. All right, well, a lot of similarities to Australia. Except the minus 40 degrees.
Well, and except
Other
for the
than
fact
that-
that you guys have your own voice, right? So
Yeah, okay.
Australians want to listen to people who sound Australian.
Yeah, right.
So we don't really have that. So we have like Schitt's Creek, we have Shoresy, we have like some shows here and there, Trailer Park Boys.
So you don't have an identity?
As Canadians?
Yeah.
Not really.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah,
You got to
man.
find an identity. You got to make that maple leaf mean something.
But now all the people who are feeling that way
Yeah.
are the fucking like Southern Cross.
So if you
tattoo
ask
people.
them, so if you ask the maple leaf tattoo guys, what does it mean to be Canadian? What would they say? What do you think they'd say?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like, I have my beliefs on what Canada is and what I think of it as.
Yeah.
Where, like, I think Canada's a beautiful country that's multicultural, that respects everybody who's come in, has...
It's the most Canadian response I've ever heard.
What?
No, that's good. I'm just riffing, man.
No, no,
That's
riff.
a Canadian
No, I'm trying
response, man. Yeah, it's beautiful and multicultural and welcoming.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying, what do you think the guy with the maple leaf would say?
What those people would say about Canadians, or like, it's very similar to like what they would say now or what they'd say in the past. It's just, I don't know, man. I think it would be more... I think there's like this like make Canada great again feel.
Well, a lot of the right, I feel like in a lot of the countries will say we want that identity, we want a national identity. Australia is Australian, and then you're like, all right, define Australian culture.
Yeah.
And they'll just say the most broadest thing you
Yeah.
could imagine, like, yeah, we look out for our mates.
You can still look out.
Cool,
for your
man.
mates,
Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure brown people look out for. In fact, brown people look out for their mates more, if anything.
100%.
That's why they're bringing in their illegal cousin for a visa. They're looking out for their mates.
Well, that's the thing that happened in Canada.
They shouldn't do
right?
that, by the way.
There was like a crazy amount of like Indian immigration.
Yeah.
Which like I didn't see, and then going back, you kind of like you hear it, and you hear it in the jokes people make, and you hear it in the general conversation of like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Because there's like certain ways you let people into the country, and I think they just like open the floodgates, and it was like legit like a million people in like a year or two.
Yeah, look, a lot of the countries probably just went a bit too far with a lot of that stuff. And I say that as an Indian immigrant. Well,
yeah.
a grandchild of an Indian immigrant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
probably went too far with some of that.
I still think
What
that
are they?
like,
It's Brampton. That's all. All I see online is people saying there's videos of Indians, and there's a comment like, "Is this Brampton?"
yeah, Brampton is like
Where's that? Is that a city?
it's like a section out of Toronto.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
so it's part
so
of Toronto.
it's in the
oh,
GTA.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It's like saying Parramatta.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, let's get back to comedy and not politics.
Not comfortable talking about Indians in Canada? No, I'm just
We
joking.
can for
I'm
sure
jo-
talk
I'm
about
joking,
Indians
I'm
in
joking.
Canada, dude. Let's
No, I'm
fucking bring
joking,
it back
I'm
to Russell
joking.
Peters, dude. Full circle.
Hell yeah, I love that guy. No, let's go back to comedy. We are getting sidetracked a lot.
No, it's fun. I didn't think he'd be so interested in Canadian.
Very interested.
Weather and politics.
Deeply interested.
Yeah.
I obviously didn't know anything about the weather.
So why did you go for Just for Laughs, the French part?
No, I wanted to go to Just for Laughs because I knew it was a huge
Yeah.
comedy festival and I wanted to be a comedian. I was 18. I didn't realize I went during the French part.
Oh, okay.
So then I just saw Montreal. I saw like the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah?
And yeah, I went. It was a long time ago. But there's a river or something, like a canal or something like that. A nice river.
Well, Montreal's an island.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the St. Lawrence Seaway that goes through.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. That was really nice. Yeah. It was a nice city.
Sick, man. Yeah, I really love it. Like, that's where I was born and raised. My dad still lives there, and I was there just like 2 weeks ago. Like, I love Montreal.
Okay, cool.
I think as like a livable city, it's one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I went, it was great.
But also a weird place to do comedy.
Well, I'd imagine most of the comedy there is French.
Most of it is, but they have an Anglo scene. And they have bilingual rooms, which is also something you don't see everywhere.
That's sick. Have you ever done those?
Yeah, of course, man.
So when you do bilingual comedy, would you do one joke in English, one joke in French, or do you just speak in that kind of hybrid, bit of English, French?
I do English. I've done like 3 French shows before.
Yeah.
Which is tough.
And could you just, because you obviously speak French,
yeah.
Would English jokes translate easily into French? Would you just have to do a translation and it would still work as a joke? Or is it a different... the way the language is formed is structurally different, where you can't really joke about the same sort of things?
So I think, the difference is, for me, is like, I know how to translate my jokes to French, but it doesn't translate the same because like the language is different.
Yeah, right. So certain puns and things obviously wouldn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like trying to do it, I'd be speaking French, but grammatically it'd be fucked up, so people would be confused.
Okay.
Like especially talking to like France people, like my French just isn't that polished. Right. So going home, like I can throw in some French words, whatever, but like it's not the same. Like I feel so disconnected from the culture.
Okay.
But if you do a gig, it'll be like somebody will go up in English, somebody will go up in French, some people will be like bilingual, but like the whole show is just balanced.
Oh, that's cool. I would love to go to one of those because I'm a few levels into Duolingo French.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how much I can pick up from.
Have you done comedy in any other language?
No.
Do you know any other languages?
Not to an extent where I would say I'm confident conversing. No.
Yeah. Dude. It's so sick to see somebody do like a multilingual set, because like last year
a lot of the Indian comics do that.
Yeah,
they'll do Hindi and English, and then Indians basically do speak English, which is a combination of Hindi and English.
Dude, it's so cool. It's such like an evolution of what it is.
Yeah.
Because like I went to Kenya last year and I was doing gigs with comics who were doing setups in English and punchlines in Swahili. And I'm like,
that's mad.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing and it's intimidating.
And it's probably very difficult because comedy is so determined on just understanding not just understanding what they're saying, but understanding the subtext, understanding the pauses, understanding all the little nuances of a language and a culture. And so to be able to make people laugh in 2 languages is a very intelligent person.
Yeah, but I'm also... What I would say is to be able to do it in both languages is that subtext and that because like I think everybody speaks the both languages.
Yeah.
So to be able to have that balance is making it even more specific for them.
Sure. Yeah.
Whereas like it's the same when watching like multilingual shows in Quebec where people are doing comedy in English and then French as well, and you're hitting people on the different levels, right? Like, oh my God, you sound like my dad. Oh my God, you sound like my people I work with.
Yeah. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also what they have in Canada, not so much anymore since legalization, but pot comedy shows. So when I was doing comedy in Toronto, you could smoke weed inside. Like everybody was smoking weed.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But is that a good crowd?
No.
Yeah. I would have thought that's a terrible crowd.
It is a good crowd if it's not at a lounge, right? So there was 2 different kind of shows. There was some that happened at pot lounges where people were smoking weed all day.
Yeah.
And then a comedy show would happen and everybody'd kind of sit down and watch the comedy show and then leave. But then there was some where it's like the show is happening, people all come in, they smoke their joints, the show's starting, and then like the show happens and then everybody leaves.
Sure. You know what it's similar to? It's similar to in Middle Eastern areas of Australia. They'll do, because a lot of them don't drink, they'll do shisha comedy. There's always a shisha comedy night somewhere.
That's not the same, though.
It's not the same, but it's a bad crowd because it's a bunch of these massive Arab dudes just death staring you.
Yeah. Well, it's so different, dude. Like, I get it. It's a bunch of Arab dudes, like, smoking shisha compared to a whole room that's high. And then you also have to go on stage. And if you're sober, you're getting high on stage. If you do 10 minutes, by the time you walk off that stage, you're stoned.
Because of the secondhand smoke? Or
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so fucked.
Oh God, that's mad.
So you'd go up and you'd be like fucking positive in your set, and then halfway through you're like, what was I talking about? Like,
It's that strong.
dude, you're getting hotboxed.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, have you ever heard of like getting hotboxed
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
like
yeah.
smoke weed in a room and it all fills up with the yeah. Yeah, man.
Wow.
It's so good.
So they don't do that, even though it's legal now. They don't really do that anymore.
So because when it was illegal, there was a gray area that existed that like, if you got caught smoking a cigarette inside, it was like a $30,000 fine. But if you got caught smoking weed inside, it was like a $2,000 fine.
Okay.
So these businesses were like, well, that's reasonable. Like we can eat the $2,000 fine.
Sure.
But then when it became legalized, it became classified as the same as cigarettes. So all these places were like, oh,
Wait, so it
fuck.
became legal and the fine for smoking it went up?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man. And it's because it was a gray area, right? Like it wasn't legal, it was decriminalized.
Right.
So the licensing,
Sure.
the legalities behind it was all this like gray area.
So it was criminal to sell it, but to do it was
yeah.
cool. Okay.
So yeah, you'd sit in a pot lounge and like these places wouldn't sell booze, but they would rent you a bong. So you'd go to the bar, you'd be like, oh, can I have that one? And you'd rent a bong for the night and just rip it up.
Rent a bong.
Or you'd get like vaporizers and you just like fill up your vaporizer and you get like a giant bag and everybody's just huffing the bag and vaping weed all night.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you could smoke a joint on stage while you perform.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
it was just such like a cool rock star thing. And then out of that came so many of these like pot comics. Like comics who just are high and do comedy. Like Mike Rita and Chris Robinson, like yeah.
Yeah, right. Cool. Okay, so
Brian
that all
Orman.
came from the Canadian
Yeah, man.
pot room scene.
Yeah, man. It's so cool.
That is cool.
Anyway, let's hit some of the main questions and we'll get you out of here. What's the biggest show you've ever done?
I've done a show in Sydney to, I think it was about 1,500, 1,600.
That's sick.
It was pretty sick, yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool. At the Enmore.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Was it part of the festival?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. It was in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Mine is still like 700. So I'm like, every time I hear somebody, I'm like, I'm so jealous. It's so
that's
cool.
still awesome, man. Anything over like 100 is awesome.
Oh yeah. Like it feels so cool.
And are you talking about just the biggest room I've ever played, or talking about my solo show?
Oh no, just in general, like the most people you've stepped out in front of and done a show to.
Oh, okay.
Was that the biggest solo show you've done?
Yeah.
Bro, that's sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
That's
yeah.
so sick,
Yeah, it
bro.
was really cool. It was really fun. I opened for Jim Jeffries once. They would have been about 2,000, I think. Maybe that was actually the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Really cool.
Where was opening for Jin?
In New Zealand, Wellington.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. But it probably would have been about the same amount of people.
Nice. I got to watch him last weekend. He was in town.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, great. It's fun to see sober him now compared to...
He's returning to the scene of the crime.
Yeah?
Yeah. Where he got punched.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, that place is closed. I can take you on a walk there later.
Yeah, sure.
And then so like the reason why I asked this is like a lot of comics, especially when we start out, we play in a lot of weird different places.
Yeah.
Where's the weirdest place you've done stand-up comedy?
Well, probably a few shisha bars, but
Okay.
Once I did this weird wedding out in country Australia. It was a corporate. They paid well, but my manager had asked for them to get a stage, so they brought in this like private stage because it wasn't even at a normal venue, and then they were seated way back behind the stage, and I wanted to be close to them, so I kind of didn't use the stage, and then there was this big tiff between them and the management being like, hey, we spent all this money on this stage and you didn't use it.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you didn't tell us this was the setup. We just default say that there's a stage. But anyway, it was like there was 11 people there. It was all friends and family of the bride and groom. And it was okay. It was a decent gig.
Did
but
they know you?
Yeah, one of them did, yeah. I think the bride was a fan or something.
Okay, so you had to do a wedding for 11 people.
It was not many people there. Yeah, man. It was, but it was like pretty good. It was a good gig.
How much time did you do?
I was like 20.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was. I was really nervous, but then yeah, it was fine. They laughed. It got a bit awkward by after the 10-minute mark. You know,
Yeah.
in a really small room like that,
Yeah.
and they're really into it at the start. Then they have to carry all that energy, and they get a bit tired. But that comes to mind as a pretty weird gig. Really early on, when I was 15 or something, there was this drama school that was running a talent show. And they knew I'd won a comedy competition, so they're like, "Hey, do your stand-up." Now, unbeknownst to me, it was attached to this really conservative school, and there's a church next door, and all these elderly church people came, and I'm doing my stand-up that I'd done to win this stand-up competition, which it wasn't over the top crude or
15.
anything, but yeah, I'm a 15-year-old boy, so I'm swearing a little bit. Doing a few sex jokes here and there, and I remember there's one person in the crowd laughing, and the host had to apologize afterwards.
Oof.
Yeah, it was rough.
I guess you're never friends with that person again either.
The host?
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame them for it.
Yeah.
But I actually am not friends with that person, but that's a completely different story.
Oh, do you remember the person?
Yeah, they were a bit of a scam artist, but
Okay.
they ran that drama school. Oh, that'll too complicated to get into, but that would be a pretty weird gig. Other than that, they're probably the wedding to 11 people in regional Australia.
Man, that's perfect. That's exactly what we need.
It's a strange place to do comedy.
Yeah. Did you like roast the groom? Like.
Yeah, I tried to roast them a little bit and chat with them.
Yeah, that's.
But you
so
know when
hard.
you don't know, you know when there's a group of people that really know each other intimately, and it would almost be better if they just roast each other because they all know each other.
Oh, 100%.
And then I'm there trying to
facilitate.
tell me what about him, and then he'll say something that's funny but I'm not in on the joke, and they're all laughing, and I'm just trying to facilitate them roasting each other.
Yeah.
You know how there's like zookeepers that try to get pandas to fuck each other? That's basically my role, I feel. I'm like the roast fluffer for these guys.
Love it.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, you're the lubricant.
Yeah. I'm the comedic lubricant.
Yeah, you're just letting it happen.
And it was fine.
Sweet, man.
It was good. Yeah.
Well, look, thank you. I'm sorry you had to go through that horrible wedding. Hopefully you got paid significant.
No, like I said, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Oh, great.
But it was weird.
Understandably.
Were you asking what's the worst gig I've done or what's the weirdest?
Weirdest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's the weirdest.
I just love collecting these stories because it's always like, it's good green room stories, right?
Sure.
It's like stories like, oh, fuck, well, I had to play a fucking wedding to 11 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very weird, but
Yeah, man.
I liked it.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much for coming to do the podcast. I'm excited about tonight.
Thanks for having me. I am too.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
For anyone who's in London, I'm doing a show there on the 16th of November. And other than that, just follow me on socials. Neel, Neel. And then if you type in Neel Comedian, it should come up.
Sweet. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Have a great night, guys.